Hello everybody, viklasthemad here. Boy, have I had a interesting week. First I was deathly ill due to something that I ate. I thought I was dying from the inside. Won't go into detail there. Then between the matches that I've had on World of Tanks and the matches that I've had on World of Warships, it's just been, well, awful. It's been awful. So, but this week is all about artillery for World of Tanks, and I have a confession to make. I did a dirty, dirty, dirty thing. I installed an artillery mod. Yeah, I know. It's just the worst thing ever, but well, it's not. It's well, you're gonna see. It's really not all that helpful. Um, it only does one thing for you, and I'm sure some of you are probably already familiar with it. So let's go ahead and get on with it. So we're on Westfield, and of course we're in artillery, the M41 HMC Tier 5 American. And here at the start, we're going to take a bit of a long drive over here to the corner to get ourselves into some concealment. So this looks like a good spot. We'll get turned around and find our targets. And if you look down at the map, you can already kind of tell what to expect from this match. So we've only got two lights and a medium headed down the zero line, and everyone else has decided that they wanted to go over to the hill. So I don't know what that Chaffee thought he was doing, but he's done. Goodbye. I don't feel bad about that one in the slightest. But here comes three issues of bad news, and we're already down to one light tank on that flank, and he's gonna try to double back, and he's gonna tango with that Lux that just popped up there. That's making a beeline for our cap. And I had a shot at him, but I wasn't going to take that risky shot on the Lux with the ELC being right there. And the Lux gets the upper hand. But, not to worry, right after the ELC bites it, so's the Lux. But then there's a T-37 to be dealt with. I'm going to take a shot. It hits. See no splash there. But then immediately afterwards, here comes a Skoda T-24. And he rolls up, and I have no concealment whatsoever. But he's occupied with shooting at our M44. And then he turns his attention to me. So we put a shot into him when we get reloaded. Ammo racks him. He hit us. Something else hit us. We try to get out. But we get finished off. So it was a Type T-34 that took us out. Not that T-37 that just rounded the corner. But this one doesn't end well for us. And yeah. Victims of the lemming train. And I'll go ahead and I'll blow this up here so that you can see it. But yeah, it just kind of all goes downhill from there. So we're going to speed things up. Take this up to 4 times speed. We got 3 heavies that all they needed to do was get into the cap. And for whatever reason, they don't. They mill around and they mill around. And finally, when they do get into the cap, we've got somebody in our cap, and they find him, they get rid of him, But look at what's going on with the T-150 and the IS-2. The T-150 just bit it, and look at the IS-2. He's getting shot at from multiple angles. Does he go to find cover? No, he sits in the open. So he bites the dust. Our Hellcat bit the dust. Now it's just the Chaffee, and there he goes. So, yeah. So, here we are in the next battle on Abbey. Still in the M41. And, after we let this OI lumber on past, we're going to go hunker down in these bushes over here. Seems like a pretty good spot. So we're going to speed that up because it takes some time to get into there. And once we get into position, we just wait for somebody to light up a target. So, looking around, taking a look in the town, seeing what kind of angles we can get. Hopefully, somebody pushes through the town, gets to the other side. All that open field on the other side of the town, we've got a good angle on. So, that OI, if you look, he just pushed over to the east road, and he's just sitting there. He's just going to camp right there. So, we got a whole cluster of things going on over here on the one line, though. So we're going to take aim down here, and I would have liked to have gotten that Lee, because he would have been an easy one-shot kill, but now we're going to shoot at the KV-85. Yeah, it's a good smack there. So, hit his upper plate. If it had hit anywhere else, it probably would have done a significant amount of damage, but, you know, it still was a hit, and it was a critical at that, so we knocked something out, possibly forcing him to use his repair kit. I'm watching this Chaffee here. It really would be nice to get a good shot on him, but watch this little scumbag that he is. He drives right off the edge, right into the water. So, well, there's that KV-85 again. And if he's just going to sit there, and yeah, we're going to take the opportunity to aim on him, but he starts moving. We're not reloaded yet. There it is. There's the reload, and just as we fire, he starts moving. Such is the life of artillery. And we're falling apart all over the map. I mean, look at the scores. It's 0-4. So they are, now it's 0-5. They are in the process of acing us, and it's just, it doesn't get a whole lot better. Now it's 0-6. Take a shot at that Chaffee, or, sorry, Churchill, and it just completely misses. Contrary to the announcement of that was close, it was nowhere near. And so now we have nothing on that flank. We have nothing on the west side of the village. The east side of the village is slowly falling apart. It's now 0-9. Don't have any kind of shot on this T-150 that's chewing us up. And everyone is falling back. And there's a Cromwell. And we turn, take a snapshot. It derps into the ground close to us. And there it is. One hit kill from that KV-85 that we shot earlier. So there is justice in the world. And now it's 0-12. 0-13. Looks like we're going to get aced for sure. But then out of nowhere, the OI actually finds the trigger and shoots something. And my frustration in the chat is pretty clear. So, but the douchebaggery is not over yet. The OI having clear shots, if he would just come around the corner to our cap to reset, He's hugging the corner. He's afraid. He's at full health. Now he's taking shots from behind. He's taking shots from in front. He's taking shots from artillery. And he just refuses to move. He refuses to go anywhere. So they just whittle him away. And our ARL, he's got a kill, but he's sitting in a not very helpful position. And you're going to see that here in just a second. And watch this. Remember that scumbag that drove into the water earlier? Yeah, well, turns out we have one of those too. And there he goes. So I've had enough of this. So here we are on mines in what is a very Tier 5 matchup. We've got the only Tier 4 on the entire map, and the enemy team is all Tier 5s, save for 3 Tier 3s down at the bottom. So, and XVM told us that we had a 37% chance to win this one. So, how do you think this is going to end? Team seems to be spreading out pretty well at the beginning. And we're going to try to get a shot at this T-25 as he comes up. And watch this. RNG totally hates us. So that one sailed wide to the left. And OI Experimental comes up the hill and basically suicides. We're winning right now, 3-0. Trying to get reloaded so we can take another shot at this T-25. We're fully aimed. Everything looks good. Take the shot. And again, just wide to the right. So, RNG Jesus is taking a giant crap on every shot. Alright, fine. There's a Churchill 3 and a KV-1 down there. And they've just taken out our Matilda 4. KV-1 comes around the corner, take a shot, and it goes right over his head. Alright, fine. We'll aim at the Churchill instead. Maybe we'll have better luck with him. Our Churchill is in full retreat. We're fully aimed on that Churchill, that enemy Churchill. Waiting for the reload, waiting for the reload. We get reloaded. We take the shot, and it derps into the rock. Yeah. And now look at the scores. Suddenly it's a lot closer. It's 6-5. Team's falling apart. What's going on here? Tracking that KV-1S. Maybe we can get a shot on him. Nope. Nope. We've got bigger things to deal with. Let's try to take out the enemy artillery. Aim down on the bishop, and somebody gets to him first. Alright. Fine. KV-1S. Maybe. Maybe. Something's blocking most of our shot there, and it misses. It missed whatever was blocking the bottom half of the shot, but it just went a little too high. Here comes a Panzer IV. He surely spotted us, so it's time to relocate. All right. So we're going to move over to the next bush over. And it's 8-9. We're losing now. We're down by 1. Okay. Well, hopefully, we can do some damage. We've fired 5 shots so far, and every single one of them has missed. So just looking for a target now. Probably could have been aiming at that pair of mediums that are over on the island with our KV-220, but nah. Instead, we're going to aim up on this KV-1. Oh, nope. KV-1S. Hanging out there on the hill. Thinks he's clever. So we'll get aimed down on him and take the shot. And oh my god, we actually hit something. Pretty decent amount of damage there, 203 damage, and it took his track off, preventing him from moving away. And that allows our Su-85 to get the kill. Alright. We got a BT-7 moving in for their cap, but there's a Stug. Stug 3G. He takes cover behind the wreck of our Crusader, but once he notices the BT-7 has caught him in the open, he decides to move. We aimed on him, took a shot, and there he goes. 305 damage and no more Stug. Alright, we're feeling a little better about this now. There's the enemy KV-1, just slid down the hill there. There's that Churchill we took a shot at earlier, and the rock saved him. He just got hit by our Su-85. He's tracked, take the shot, and it derps into the Experimental's corpse. Okay, so now we're back to RNG hell. Fine. BT-7 is putting shots of annoyance into the Churchill, distracts him a little bit, and allows the Su-85 time to reload, puts a 155 damage shot into the side of him. The BT-7 gets finished off. KV-1 shows his ugly face again. He comes around the corner, finishes off the Su-85. We take a shot at him, and we hit him. Well, it hit the ground in front of him, actually, shaving off 49 of his hit points. That Churchill sitting there behind that rock, 15. But he's well covered. There's no way we can hit him. But our AT-2 has come up, and he's looking for an angle. And he got him. All right. So now it's us in our M41, an AT-2, and a KV-1. A KV-1 that's on pretty decent health and has 3 kills. And XVM tells us he's a pretty decent player, too. So, wait a minute. AT-2, where are you going? AT-2, what? Why would you go up the hill? He was over there earlier. What? Where are you going? Do you know something we don't? Last time we saw the KV-1, he was in these bushes. Alright. Well, maybe he's going to go up there and spot him from above. He gets into position. He should see him if he's there. No KV-1. Alright. Because the KV-1, if he's hiding in those bushes, he sees the AT-2 pop out, he's going to take a shot at him. But there was nothing there. Alright. Well, that's not where he is. Where's the KV-1? AT-2 goes to the other side of the hill. There he is. There he is. And, of course, he's hiding behind that rock. So, we don't have a shot. All we can do is sit here and watch. Watch as the AT-2 just whittles away. Take a shot just because it hits the ground just short of the KV-1. Would have been nice to get the kill there. But the AT-2 is going to get it. And there it is. There's a win. Yay. And here we are in the last one of the day on Overlord. This map, this is the first time I'd been on this map with an artillery, and I wasn't sure what to make of it. So, spoiler alert, we don't actually do all that well here. And by we, I mean me. I don't do very well. Turns out Overlord has a lot of lovely little ridges to hide behind. And, yeah, I don't get a whole lot of good shots. So, don't take any risky shots or shots where I'm not very sure whether or not I can hit the target. Trying to find that E25. There he is. Hopefully we can get a shot on this E25 out in the open. But he's too fast. So he took out our M5A1. And that's the first kill of the match. Now, that M5A1, keep an eye on chat because he's going to be a thorn. And he spends the whole match insulting us in rather vicious language the entire match. Complaining about how, you know, we're just bad players. Nobody came to help the poor little M5A1. So yeah, this replay is less a story of how poor I do, and there was a good hit. It took the tracks off, and he repaired the tracks, but he's still just sitting there. Okay. Well, there's a G1R sitting there. We got a decent shot at him. Aim up. Let it load. Take the shot, and it hits the wall. And we've given ourselves away. And the M5A1 is still going on and on and on in the chat. Now at this point, he's yelling at the other team. But that's about to change. Just keep an eye on things. It's an even score right now, 8-8. And there's our dead corpse. We're going to be looking at that for a while. So, we're going to activate the free camera here and just take a look around. So we got this camp fest going on here. It's not helping anybody. And now it's 8-9. Now it's 9-9. Now it's 9-10. I'm upset about somebody hitting me with APCR because, you know, yeah, you totally need that to pin Arty. The G1R, I'm going to do that a lot. The G1R thinks that I'm talking to him, but no, he hit me with high explosive. So, and we got a little fight going on here. Somebody on the other team is now mocking the M5A1. And see, even there I called him a GR1 in the chat. So, G1R. So yeah. But look, folks, you don't need to load APCR or heat for every shot, okay? If you've got some standard ammunition and you're looking at artillery, don't waste your gold. Anyway, scores are now 11-11. Chat's been kind of quiet for the last few seconds. Some of our guys are moving up. And there it is. M5A1 T34-85. Called him a coward. Like, really? So the A44 tells him, yeah, maybe you should shut up, since you were dead in 1.5 minutes. First dead. Yeah, it's got a lot of room to talk, right? Well, of course, that gets him riled up. Any second now. And it's 11 to 12. We just lost the box tank. And there's a very good there's a decent T-67 and a very good T-67 lurking out there somewhere. And there he is. And he says peace out like he's leaving the match. He's done watching. But he's not. So clearly he doesn't know what that means. But I'm not here to judge for that. I'm here to judge for other reasons. So the A-44 goads him again. And I'm just sitting here at this point watching as our T-34-85 is making his way around, trying to hunt down the rest of the enemy team. He wants to start with artillery, which is probably the best bet. And now he's saying it to us. He calls the T-34-85 a coward again. And there it is. Now he is calling out the locations of the T-34 to the enemy team. And something's moving around next to me. And the enemy team, they're having none of it. They're getting in on the fun as well. And there they go. There's the T-67s, and they're going for our AMX. Somebody suggests to block the M5A1. But now it's 11 to 13. And again, stupid cowards. Really? They're out there looking for the enemy. And there he is again, announcing the location of the T-34-85. And again, and the Crusader, the dead Crusader on the enemy team, who's still watching, Yahtzee! And he calls it out again. So at this point, I've had about enough of this guy. And he calls out the location yet again. So it's report time. T-34-85 is making his way back. He's going to try to reset the cap. And there it is. I've reported them. I have reported the M5A1 for unsportsmanlike conduct. And here in a second, you're going to see that he does not particularly care for that. And he insults my mother. A-44, using some choice words there to continue to goad. And if you look at the scores, which is what we're supposed to be here for, it's now 13 to 13. It is medium tank and artillery against, and there it is in chat, I'm returning things in kind. Yep, the guy just keeps on calling things out. Now he's letting them know where our artillery is. And yeah, I'm still giving it to the M5. But yeah, it's a medium in artillery against a very good tank destroyer and artillery. The difference, our artillery has 2 kills. And he just keeps going on in chat. And he keeps posting the same thing over and over. And it's really annoying. And he's still calling out the location of our surviving team members. This is beyond ridiculous. So, what's that? Same thing over and over? Sounds like spam to me. Have another report. So, this guy, he just won't let it go. Will not let it go. There he is again. Again, calling out locations. He doesn't learn. And this was just the topper on just what was a wonderful week. So, and since I know what most of what he's been posting in Spanish means, have another report for insults and provocations. And he just keeps on going. Meanwhile, our T-29 is congratulating our T-34 on doing a very good job. And he's trying so hard to find the other two, but with well, there's no other way to say it. With Dickhead in the M5A1 calling out locations, makes it really easy for the enemy to run away. So, well, our artillery has found them. And the T-29, the QQ was strong in that one. And again, all he can come back with is insulting my mother, with the same insult that he had the first time. And I'm not being too kind back to him either. I'm not ashamed to admit that I've stooped to his level. At least when the insults are coming out. Well, we just lost our artillery. It's now one-on-one. The T-34-85 against their T-67. And here it comes. They are about to show down. And we are rooting on the T-34 now. We're completely ignoring the M5A1. All right. Oh. Lucky bounce there. Comes up over the hill. Not so lucky that time, but man, was that a good damage roll. Puts another good shot into him. All he's got to do is hit him one more time. They're a one-shot kill for each other, and there it is. The T-34 wins, and it's all over. So I hope you were entertained by this. If you liked this video, go ahead and click the like button down at the bottom. And if you really like what you see here, go ahead and hit subscribe if you're not already. But anyway, that's all for this edition of World of Tanks. And hopefully I'll see you tomorrow for some warships. Take care, folks.